Hi everyone, it's Sally, aka Crafting Gal Sal, and today I'm just going to show you a cute little card I put together using some stamps that I received from Beebeecraft.com. So this is the card that I'm going to show you how to make using their stamps, and these are the stamps. So first of all, you need to know that this came as a set. There were 6 sheets of these clear stamps in this package, and the whole thing was only $13.57. So the stamps are by Panda Hall Elite, and this is the Butterfly Flower collection. So I can give you a link to that in the description. But anyway, so I wanted to show you today how I came about making that stamp, or that card, and I used stamps from this particular set here. So in order to make the card, you're going to need some sort of a card base, and I just used this already pre-folded card base that I had in a set. And then you're going to need some background paper. So I have a sheet of background paper here. It's just cut to 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So that's going to be your background. And then you're going to need another strip, some sort of color that's going to match your background. So I have this one, and it's 1 1/2 inches by 4 inches. And then you're going to need a sentiment. So I used a die to cut this out. It's a 2-inch circle. And then I have a little punch, a scalloped edge circle punch, and this one is 1 1/2 inches. And you'll need some sort of a sentiment to stamp on your paper. This sentiment is from Stampin'Up. It's old, it's from 2002. And it says just a note. So this is, probably retired, but anyway, I got these were free. So I'm not a Stampin' Up rep or anything like that. I just wanted to let you know where I got that from. So anyway, those are the papers that you're going to need. You're also going to need, to make that particular card, you'll need some sort of a ribbon that's coordinating. Okay, and then you're going to need some markers to go around all your edges of your papers that coordinate with your color. You'll need a stamp ink that is, for this one, because I used leaves, I chose a green color ink that I got from this set right here. This is by Stampabilities. Okay, so that's acid-free ink that I'm going to be using. You're going to need some sort of dimensional foam to stick your sentiment, make that pop off your card. So you're going to need that. And then I also used a little bit of chalk to just kind of grunge the edges of my white so it wasn't quite so white. So I just used this old chalk that I have. Okay, so I kind of went around the edges of the white sentiment and the picture, or the stamp image. So anyway, that's the card. Those are the things that you're going to need. And let me show you what I decided to do. So when I was first playing around with these, I decided I wanted to use the ferns and the leaves and these little berry things to make a background. I just wanted to use it as a background paper. So I just figured out how I wanted them arranged, and I just kind of came up with this arrangement of all those pretty leaves and things. And I used this platform to stamp mine. And if you have a big acrylic block to use, you could do it that way. Or you could just do them individually and stamp any way you want on the paper. I just chose to do this. All right, so the first thing I did was I wanted to see what it would look like. So I just took this white cardstock and stamped on there, and I really like that. And so I pondered that for a while. What am I going to use? How am I going to use this? Well, that changed and evolved into just finding a scrap of green paper and stamping there. I don't know if you can see that. And I like that, and I thought, well, maybe I'll use that somehow. So I thought about that for a while. So I had these two, and then I discovered that this green polka dot paper in my stash. And I thought, well, let me stamp on that and see what that looks like with the green. So that's, you know, how that ended up. And I really, really liked that. So that's what I decided to go with. So let me do that. I'm going to grab push this stuff out of the way. All right, so I'm going to grab my ink and just kind of ink up all these ferns. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's just going to be some background, you know, just an interesting background for your card. So I'm not too worried about it, not too concerned if I don't get enough ink or if I get too much ink. That's not gonna bother me. I just have this paper on here because my just wanted to make sure that this paper was going to get stamped well. Okay, so now I'm going to move it down a little bit, and I think I'm going to move it over a little bit. I think I just got some ink on my knuckle. All right, I like that. So now I'm just going to press down, and like I said, you can do this individually and stamp all over the place. That's, you know, definitely I've done that many, many times before. So there's that. And that's my background paper, and it's ready to go. All right, love it. Put that off to the side. Okay. So once you have your background paper, the next thing you need to do is get yourself a stamped image. So I chose this pretty, I think it might be Queen Anne's lace. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that's what it is. So that's this stamp. And you need to get a piece of white paper to stamp on. Just get in my scraps where I keep all my scraps, and I'm going to use this white paper, and I'm going to use the same ink for the Queen Anne's lace. I think that's what it is anyway. And get that inked up. Guys, I am not the best at stamping. It's probably making a lot of people out there cringe to see me do that, but I'm just here to have fun, right? Hopefully that's what you're doing too. So there's my pretty stamped image that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be cutting that out. But before I do that, let me go ahead and show you how this is going to look. Then I just had to decide, you know, do I want this way? How do I want this? Put the berries up. It doesn't really matter. You know, it just depends on what you like and how you want your card to look when it's all said and done. So I think I want that there. And I'm going to be putting this ribbon on here. So I'm going to put just take some tape runner, put it on the edge, and lay that down on here. Bring this side in, and I think I'm about halfway on that side, so now I'm going to flip it over and just fold that in. So there's my ribbon. All right. right, and I'm going to be gluing it to here, so I'm just going to take some of my art glitter glue. I like to use the art glitter glue when I'm working with cardstock. I just feel like it sticks things a little. I've never really had any problem with the tape runner coming up, so it's probably just a mental thing. I'm just going to use my lines to kind of guide me because I am not the best at getting things straight. So just doing the best I can. All right, got that. Get that back in there. Okay, so I am going to be right back. I'll go ahead and cut out that Queen Anne's lace, and then I'll be right back to finish putting this card together. Okay, I have this cut out now, and I'm just going to go around the edges with this green alcohol marker. I just like to finish off the edges. If you've watched any of my other videos, you already know that about me. Okay, there's that. Now this is just going to go right over top of that, something like that. All right, so now get my glue. My little bottle's starting to get empty. I'm going to have to get a refill. All right, turn it this way. And I'm just kind of putting it about 1/4 inch from the edge of the background there. Okay, got that. A little bit of chalk to chalk it up. Just so it's not so stark white. All right, got that. And now it's time to get my sentiment put together, and I had already started going around the edge of this, but I decided to wait and finish it up so you can see just how I do this. I just kind of run it on the side of my marker like that, just to give it some color. Okay, a little bit of chalk. Again, just so it won't be quite so white. There we go. All right, and that's going to go on my little circle. Okay, and then I used some little dimensional foam to pop that off. So let me get those out. And I'm just going to put a few of these around on the back of that. Woo! Having a hard time holding things. So again, I just decided to use those Pretty Ferns stamps as a background for my card, and then I picked the Queen Anne's lace as my, I guess, focal stamp, the focus image. All right, I got them all. Okay, and then, you know, it's up to you how you want to put this. I overlapped the top of this on my other card. I might want to just do a similar thing. So just try to find my center as best as I can. And there's that. So now I'm just ready to put that on a card base, and there's my card base. Tried to match this pretty orange. I like the way that looks. So now we'll just get a little more glue on the back of there. And we will have a card made using stamps I received from Beebeecraft.com. They have a lot of really nice stamps, a lot of different sets that you can choose from. And this was just one of the ones that I particularly liked. So, and there we go. Another really cute little card. Now, I have one more thing to show you that I did on my other one, and you know me, I like sparkle, so I use this Jelly Roll pen. It's just got some sparkly clear, it's in a clear ink, and it just comes out as sparkle, so it doesn't really add any color. And I just thought it would kind of resemble dew, you know, the morning dew on this plant. Plus, I like sparkling things up. So just kind of tracing, outlining this pretty stamp. And it just adds just the right amount of glitter to the project. So there you go. That's it. So that's my card, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give it a try sometime, and I hope you stop at the Beebeecraft.com website and pick out some things that you like. I'm going to give you a link to their website and a direct link to this particular product that I purchased, or that I received. I didn't purchase it. They asked me to pick some things out and then do some videos, so that's what I'm doing. And so there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have one more card. I wanted to show you what I did. I used this same stamp and just created a little bit of background interest on that particular piece of paper there, and made a card out of it that way. So, you know, there's just many different things you can do, and I hope that you experiment with some of your stamps, or with the stamps that you receive from Beebeecraft. So until the next time, happy crafting. Bye.